Hello, and welcome to the Relatable podcast. I'm your host, Summer.
And I'm Abby.
And today we're going to be talking about dating in today's generation from our perspective.
Let's get into it.
Abby and I have been in long-term relationships for most of our 20s, and we don't claim to be any gurus or to know everything, but this is just our own perspective from what we've experienced, our own opinions, thoughts, and
we just hope you all can relate.
Yeah, and take it all with a grain of salt.
How do you find dating in today's generation?
Oh, I'm terrified. I can't do the apps. I can't do Tinder. I can't do Bumble. I feel like I would be wasting a lot of time. You know, I feel like I would be seeking it and I would be entertaining a lot of different people that maybe aren't even right for me, you know?
Yeah.
I believe in still meeting people organically, except I don't go out, so I don't know how that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, no, me too. My most recent relationship, I actually met him through Bumble. Being on a dating app, you are talking to, if not more than one person, and trying to pick which one you want to invest your time and energy with can be challenging.
Yeah, you kind of spread yourself thin, putting your energy in so many different places, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, are you being vulnerable or open enough to really digest somebody else and their emotions and everything that they're bringing in to you, you know? I don't know where I would meet anyone. And a lot of the guys that do approach me, they often approach me online through Instagram or social media. So
And how do they normally approach you on the internet?
it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. I mean, I don't even respond. It's always just very shallow seeming. They have not asked me on proper dates. They have not tried to court me properly. I want to be taken on a nice date. It doesn't have to be expensive or lavish or anything. I just want some time put into it.
Kind of like the old days.
Yeah, traditional values, traditional love, you know. That's what I really would want. Just our society has changed so much and people are just feeling so liberated, and there's a lot of good things that are happening with that, but at the same time I feel like people are so free, they don't want to commit, they don't want to settle down, they don't want to be stuck to one person or one thing. I think that just kind of makes things easier for everyone to just leave, to abandon people, just walk away and walk into something new.
Yeah, the moment someone else catches their eye, it's very easy for most people to just
have their head turned.
Yeah.
It's like you take things for granted. A lot of the people who approach me seem like they're still dealing with somebody. Nobody's actually single. They're still dealing with stuff. They still have baggage. That's another issue I have in today's world of dating is social media, of how much of an impact it has in the dating world. When you really like a guy and, you know, he's your everything, and then you see him following a bunch of girls. He goes to the club and then he follows girls he met that night. He goes on a trip and then he follows girls. He's liking promiscuous photos of girls half naked in bikinis. It kind of hurts the trust, I guess. It's just social media sometimes can get in the middle of things. I definitely think it brings on insecurities, unnecessary insecurities. I think a lot of people just don't even have the etiquette. The etiquette, yeah.
I am on social media, but I'm not really out there.
Really promoting yourself?
Yeah, my profile is private because I'm very specific of who has access to my social media. So I don't get a lot of people that approach me. If my next partner was on social media, I want to make sure that if we are going through a rough patch or if we have disagreements or if we're arguing, that nothing gets posted that makes it obvious and known that we're not in a good place.
The next partner I date, I would hope that they have the same boundaries as I do.
Yeah,
and they're very strong.
It's important. Yeah.
I think the hardest part right now for me is finding somebody who has the same traditional values I do, and not just says it, but literally believes it and acts upon it. That would be really hard to find.
Yeah, dating is hard, and meeting the right people, because I'm someone who likes to stay at home and I work a lot. I just had this timeline that I would either be married, starting to have kids, and I'm just nowhere near that.
Yeah, that's a very scary feeling. Everything takes time, so you kind of just hope that when that person comes, it'll just kind of happens, like right after each other or something. Yeah. It's not that I'm not open to dating, but I am picky. But right now, while I'm in this independent mindset where I don't really need anyone, but it would be nice, I'm just not going to put up with anything that just isn't ticking off the boxes. In my last 2 relationships, I knew in the beginning that it probably may not work out. But I was already attached and so emotionally involved and wrapped in those relationships that I was going to do whatever it took to try and make it work. Yeah. And so now when I recognize immediately that something wouldn't work out with somebody, I'm not going to put myself in that place to now gain attachment and create an emotional bond to where I don't want to leave them regardless of them not being what I want and regardless of me building this resentment of them not being what I want, And that just leads me to say that if you're going to pick a partner, pick someone that you don't have to change, someone that you accept all of their flaws. If they weren't to change anything about themselves from this day forward for the rest of their lives, you would be completely content with that. Because if you're picking somebody based on potential, the long-term potential of you guys staying together is so low. Yeah. So just be real with yourself. If that's one piece of advice or something that you take from this video, take that. We hope you found today's episode real relatable and you were able to take something away with you.
Let us know in the comments down below if you've shared any of the same experiences or if you've had any dating obstacles in your life.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.